Okay, this is going to be the SOL warm-up test. This is not a full test, but just to go over some concepts. We're going to go through all the level 1 questions at first, okay? So anytime they ask for an equation, okay, all right, 3x minus 20 equals negative 2x. We're looking for where it crosses the x-axis, okay? So what we're looking for is where does it cross the x-axis? That's a solution, okay? That's a root. All right, it's question 1. Question 2, what are the real roots? So go ahead and all you do is type this in. X squared minus 7x plus 10. Okay, negative 2 and 5. I'm sorry, 2 and 5. It's A. Okay. Once again, what are the solutions? All of these, real easy. 2x squared plus 5x plus 3. Okay, I got to zoom in here. Okay, all right. Crosses it at negative 1.5. Crosses at negative 1. Now there's negative 1, so these we know these can't be there. Well, if you ever have a doubt about what negative 3 over 2 is, just type it in. It's negative 1.5. Okay, so that is question number 4. Sorry, question 3. Okay, inequalities. Now, what you have to understand about inequalities, it's another one I'm going to type right in. Okay, now, here's what you got to understand. This and this are going to be greater than or less than. This and this. Okay, now, if it's shaded to the right, greater than. Shaded to the left, less than. Okay, all right, so look where it's shaded. Shaded to the right there. Okay, so that answer with that line at 1 would be G. Okay. All right, same thing for this. Just type it in. A lot of this is just practice typing stuff. Okay, and zoom out so you see where, all right, it's going to be it's 9 and it's less than 9, so that's going to be C. Okay, now, when you have two equations, you're looking for where do they intersect. So all I would do, y equals negative x plus 2, 7x plus 4y equals negative 1. Where does it cross at? Negative 3, 5. It wants the x part, so that's going to be B. Same thing here. Where does that cross? Okay, you can sort of just type this in. Okay, type the top equation. 3x plus y equals 2. X plus 3y equals negative 18. All right, 3, negative 7. B. Okay. When you get these type with inequalities, we're looking for the darkest area. So I type in y greater than 2 divided by 3. Click over here for x plus 1. Okay. 5x plus 6y less than or equal to negative 30. Okay, darkest area is right there, so I would select 2. Only pick one area, okay? All right. Now, here's what you have to understand. This is a y-intercept. This is an x-intercept. So you have to make sure you're accurate with what you're doing. So when you type in 4x plus 5y equals negative 20, okay? That's crossing at negative 4, that's crossing at negative 5, okay? So this is the best example of that, all right? Make sure you understand what the intercepts are, okay? Same thing with the shading, okay? As you can see, I haven't even picked up a pencil yet. All I'm doing is typing stuff in. This is how, when we get to the bigger test, you should work too. You should not be picking up your pencil. Crosses 2, crosses 6, shading is down, that's that one. Okay? 11. I'm typing these things in. Okay, so I just type in -2. Functions, I go all the way down to get to that cube root. Cube root, inside they want a, which is 64. I click outside of that, plus parentheses, -5 squared. Whoops, squared. Make sure you put that squared outside the parentheses. It's 17. Okay. Now, this is a level 2 question. That's our first level 2. Those cube roots. 13's a level 2. 14's a level 2. Okay? This one's an equivalent. Okay? So when they have that, what is the quotient? They have a match. What you're going to do, type this in, parentheses 15x squared. Okay, minus 8x minus 12 divided by 3x plus 2. Okay, now, what I want to do, if I type some of these other examples in, like if I type this one in, 15x squared minus 5x minus 11 minus 10, so you see it doesn't match up. But if I type in this one, 5x minus 6, notice how it was red before and now it's green? Well, that means that it's equivalent. So if it changes colors, that means it's equivalent. Okay? Which equation represents the table below? All right? Now, here's what I would do for tables. All right? Real easy. Type them in. Y equals. Okay? -3x minus 19. You hit, whoops, 3x minus 19. You hit table. Whoops. Gear, table. Whatever reason I didn't put that 3 in there. All right, so I put that 3, okay, all right. Which one matches up? 0, nope, that one's not it. So I'm going to go ahead and delete that and put -x minus 13. Okay, does that match up? Nope, does not match up. X minus 1. Okay, that does not match up. 3x minus 1. Oh, it's not changing. Oh, it's not changing that one. All right, hold on. Sorry, let's go back. 3x minus 1, hit the table, okay? See if that one matches. -2, -7, -1, -4, 0, -1. If I want to type something extra, just go to the bottom, put -3, it comes up with -10. So I apologize, that one's going to be my answer. Okay, so you got to make sure you clear it out each time. So it's real easy though. All you got to do is that and hit the gear and hit table, and it makes the table. But you're going to have to type the equation in every time. Sorry about that. Okay. All right. 17. This is a level 2. These are the line of best fit, curve of best fit questions. Same thing here. We'll get back to that one in a second. Level 2. This is a level 2. Okay. Plotting points. This is a level 2. We'll get to that though. I think it's pretty easy. Okay. Okay, let's go down to, we are on question 21. Okay, only got a few left before we can cycle back through. Okay, I know this is sort of hard to see. It says, which does not have a y-intercept of 2? So what you got to do, remember y-intercepts where it crosses the y. Now, if you ever have to type a fraction, put that in parentheses up top, divided by 5. The y-intercept there is 2, so that's not an answer. Then I go to y equals 4x plus 5. Okay, that doesn't have a y-intercept of 2. Oh, it's 0.5, I'm sorry. And it's got a parenthesis, it's hard to see, I'm sorry. 0.5. Oops, not 0.55. Close it. It does. So that one, these are out. Okay, x squared plus 7x plus 2. Y-intercept of 2, that one's out. It's got to be this one. You'll see. Okay, that y-intercept's all the way here. So that's my answer for that. Okay, all right. 22, this is a level 2. These are the transformation ones. Okay, 22. 23 also is a level also a level 2. We'll get to those in a second. This one, which ones have the solutions? So all I got to do is graph them. All I got to do is graph these. So I got x squared plus 1. Okay, that does not cross the x-axis, so that's no reals. Next one is x squared minus 2x plus 3. That also does not cross the x-axis, so that's none as well. Okay, x squared, okay, plus 5x minus 4. That crosses in 2 spots. X squared minus 8x plus 16. That's exactly 1. Okay? Okay? And this one, what you have to understand is this is the x, this is the y. When it's earned, it's greater than or equal to. If you have a budget, or you can spend, it's less than or equal to. So all I got to do is go $7.50, because that's during the day. See how that's the x? Okay? All right, so x plus $12.50 y. We want to make greater than or equal to 300. Okay, and I zoom out. 24 and 40, look where that's shaded. 24 and 40. It's going to be that one. Okay? All right? So, that's how we started. Okay? Okay, that's how we started on that. All right? So then what we want to do, okay, is we want to go back through and hit our level 2s. Okay? Here's our first level 2, cube root of 48. Okay, 2 and 24, 2 and 12, 2 and 6, 2 and 3. Now, since those are prime, I cross those out. Cube root, circle 3 of them. 1 per circle group. I did not do the 2 and the 3, so that's 6. Okay, 2 cube root of 6. That'd be that. Okay. All right, so that is question 12. Okay, question 13 is factoring. Okay, so I would go to functions, scroll down, GCD. Okay, 1, negative 12, negative 32, or positive 32, I'm sorry. Okay, all right, so that's 1. So 1 times 32 is 32. All right, I'm looking for the factors that add up to negative 12. That's going to be negative 4, negative 8. Both have to be, so c squared minus 4c minus 8c plus 32. GCF of this is 2, GCF of this is 4. If you ever have any doubts, just put those in. Okay, GCF here is c. That's going to be 8 with a minus. So the only one that matches is that one. Okay, this one, level 2, put this into start, 9, comma, negative 39, comma, negative 30. It's going to be 3. So I got to check that one off, divide these by 3. It's 3x squared minus 13x minus 10. Then I got to multiply that, it's negative 30. Okay, one side will be negative. Now when you find the factors, okay, this one adds up to positive 13. I need it to be negative 13, so I switch that. So 3x squared minus 15x, okay, plus 2x minus 10. GCF here is x, GCF here is 5 with a negative, GCF would be 3 with an x, this would be 2 with a positive. So I gotta go 3x plus 2, okay, and then x minus 5. Okay, already did that one. Already did that one. Okay, so here's the formula for curve of best fit. Okay, all right, if it says quadratic, so what I do is I go in and make my table. Okay, 0, 0.5, whoops. 1, 1.5, 2, 2.5, 200, 195, 185, 165, 135, 100. Okay, so y1, curvy thing, ax1 squared plus bx1 plus c. Okay, all right. And they said, when will it be at height at 3 seconds? So 3 would be here, so x equals 3. So I come down to this line, I go x equals 3. Okay, I zoom out, I find where it crosses. Okay, it crosses at 55, so that's my answer. Okay. Okay, here's one line of best fit. Here is the line formula. A little bit similar. Okay. Okay, so I go -5, 9, 231, 9, 143, 11, 151, 0, 42, 597. Y1, curvy thing, ax1 plus b. Okay, so they want to know when the input is 13, so that's x equals 13. Then on this one, x equals 13. Find out where it crosses. Crosses right there at 170. So that's my answer. Okay? All right. What will represent the exponential function? Here's the exponential one. Now the x1 is up there. Okay? So if I put this in again, I go table. Okay? All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. 10, 100. 1,000, 10,000. Okay, so y1, curvy thing, a times bx1. Okay, now, since the r squared is 1, that's one of them. Now, if you're being a good test taker, okay, all right, you don't have to try all these. Okay, so it says table 1 and something. Well, this doesn't have table 1 in it. So the only thing I got to try is 2 and 4. All right, now, if I try 4, all I got to do is put those numbers back in. So you see the r squared is 1, so this is the other one. And if you try table 2, the r squared is not 1. Close, but not quite. All right, so that's 1 and 4. All right. Okay. For these ones, what you want to do, very simple. I'm going to type these equations in. I'm doing it wrong. Hold on. X squared. Okay. Plus 1. I'm going to hit the gear and table. Now, what I want to pick out, I want to pick out the ones that aren't decimals. So I would want to graph -2, 2. I'd want to graph 0, 1. And I would want to graph 2, 2. And that would be how I'd want to do it. So you want to plot where those are, okay? You want to plot where those are. So that's 20, 21 we've already done. Okay, 22. Okay, so here's what you got to know. Y equals mx plus b. This is the y-intercept. This is the slope. Okay, so my y-intercept there is +2. My slope, up 1, over 1, 2. So that's a half. Okay, so the slope is 1/2. The y-intercept is 2 more, because this would mean more. Obviously, subtraction would mean less. All right. Oh, and then we got the one at the bottom here. Okay, 6x minus 1. What would that mean? That's down and less for the y-intercept. So for the y-intercept, the graph is shifted down. Okay, this, since that's bigger than 1, that's going to be steeper. Okay, so the graph is, steepness is steeper. Okay, and then the last couple we've already done. Okay, so that's the video for the warm-up test.